I know this song you've never done before publicly, but I'd like you to do it for me. Paris is a lonely town.
What's that again?
Paris is a lonely town. Will you do it for us over there?
Surely. Do you mind if I go over and make a sort of production
I
number?
don't care what you do.
The glamour's gone, the shades are down. Paris is only another town, lonely. When love's a laugh and you're the clown, Paris is only another town, loveless clown, this town's a weary merry-go-round, and round and round. The chestnuts, the willow, the colors of Utrillo turn to gray hues. The band play Bizet along the Champs-Élysées, turns to louder blues. Paris is a lonely, dreary, oh, so lonely town. Where's that shining flower 'neath the Eiffel Tower? Where's that fairyland of gold? Isn't it a pity that this magic city turned suddenly cold? The chimneys moan, the river cries. Each glamorous bridge is a bridge of sighs. River, river, won't you be my lover? Don't turn me down. For Paris is such a lonely,
Listen, tell them that crazy story about Orson Welles.
Oh,
She's got the greatest stories in the world. I let her talk.
Oh, no. Did you mean the one about the opening in Washington? Well, Do you want me to?
Sure, I want you to do it.
You wouldn't... But Orson Welles is a great friend of mine, and when he first started in the theater, he did all weird plays, wonderful plays, but he used platforms that came up out of nowhere and revolving stages and all kinds of things that hadn't been done before. And they were doing some very extravagant play. I forget, I think it was a Shakespearean play. Matter of fact, I think it was a combination of 3 Shakespearean plays. And at one point, he had 50 soldiers with crusade outfits, with the helmets, march onto the stage and with bows and arrows, and they pulled their bows and arrows and shot the arrows into the wings where there was a big board, and it had all been all right, all during rehearsal. And they opened in Washington. It was very, very formal opening with lots of senators and little old ladies, and there was a black tie. And these 50 soldiers had to stand up. 50 soldiers came marching out, and they stood and pulled their bows and arrows. And just as they pulled the bows and arrows, somebody pushed the button to turn the revolving stage, and 50 arrows went into the audience. I've never seen such people saying, let's get out of here.
He's a marvelous talent.
Oh, he's marvelous, yes. I remember one, can I tell one? Oscar Levant, Oscar.
Oh, yes, I've had the pleasure.
Oscar Levant came to Paramount Studios to make a movie, and he always wears a blue suit that he's worn for about 108 years, He's the same blue suit and the same dark tie, black tie. And it was his first day at Paramount, and he was sort of shuffling along, with his pigeon toes and wondering what stage to go to and so forth. And he saw in the distance a great big man come out with a Hawaiian shirt on and white pants and sandals and big black glasses, 8 scripts under each arm, and a bunch of secretaries in back with papers just flying left and right. And as this group drew nearer to Oscar, he realized that it was Orson Welles, with the Hawaiian shirt and the goggles. And he didn't say anything, he just looked. And as Orson passed Oscar, he looked at Oscar and said, "Hello, Oscar, I hear you've gone Hollywood."
Hey, tell some of the stories about the concerts you've done, the crazy things with the microphones and all. Like tonight.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I did all those concerts. I did 43 concerts in 43 towns, and so it got to the point where you just got into town and hit the hotel, and then I would lie in state like Stalin, and not talk, and then hit the theater and sing and get out, before they caught us. But we did one thing. I think you and I went. We played Houston, and we had curtains that parted in the middle. And there were 2 stagehands walking the curtains. How they have to walk the curtains out around the bandstands. And this little old man, he didn't like me or anything because he wanted to play gin, obviously, with the rest of the musicians. The rest of the stagehands. And oh my! And he was standing, waiting to walk the curtain, and I had finished part of my show. The curtains had closed, and he was standing, waiting to open them again. And I said, "Open them." And he walked about, and somehow he managed, as he was walking, to get caught. And he just kept rolling up. And he got all wrapped up in the velour. And I didn't see him, and I had about 3 more numbers to do. And David Begelman and Freddie Fields, my darling managers, were backstage. And
the man was yelling, wasn't he?
The manager. No,
was he yelling? What was the old guy?
I couldn't hear him. I guess he was.
You didn't hear him, but he was yelling.
He was in 3 feet in velour.
He was all wrapped up.
So they rushed up to David and said, how much longer is she going to be on? And they said, not too long. Don't worry about him. He'll be all right, And I sang for about 32 minutes, and I went off for about, and I looked down, and there were these little feet, and one hand, and just a voice going, and I said, what the heck is going on? And they said, never mind, go back on. So I went on. Well, and needless to say, at the end of the concert, we unfurled him. We threw him out by unwrapping the curtain.
How old was he?
He's about 68.
Oh, yeah. Probably the best action he's had in a long time. Even at 68, even a little velour, you know. It's something, you know. Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
We'll be back after this message from Block
You
Drive.
wanted that?